So a quick recap of the market situation this week. Certainly at the start of this week, we're seeing global equities markets actually pick up. And in part, this is due to the fact that Senate managed to pass their bill over the weekend and seeing the reconciliation stage between the House and the Senate taking place this week. Markets certainly look to be in anticipation of what is to come, but some of this profit taking in the start of this week certainly has been taking place as well. Dow Jones and the S&P 500 index was seen down 0.1% and 0.2% respectively as of Thursday's close on a week-to-date basis. For the MSCI Asia Pacific Index, that number sits around more than 1% at 1.1%. Energy sector has been one to drag across the board, particularly given that crude oil prices declined this week, focusing upon US reports. So after the OPEC managed to pass the output curve, extending it through to the end of 2018 as of last Thursday's decision, market has been really focusing on what's with the US reports. And the build-up in terms of gasoline inventories had certainly been one to weigh, and market would certainly be also taking quite a close look at these numbers to come in the week. So keep a close eye of these numbers, rig counts, whether inventory reports as well. But having said this, we do see some upsides, and this time it's with the US dollar. So the dollar index has seen gains of more than 1% on a week-to-date basis, supported by the fact that we have the Senate coming through with the bill and also a lot of this anticipation for the Fed FOMC meeting next week. The dollar index likely will be closing with one of the better weeks in a long time to come, and of course non-farm payrolls today still has the last word to the dollar movements. So for the rest of this week, what are some of the key items to look out for? Once again, do head on to the IG website for the IG economic calendar for full suite of events, but I'm just going to highlight some of these key items for you to watch out for in this video today. So next week is likely to be a central bank galore, as we have the Fed, Bank of England and ECB being some of the ones to meet. I think most of the attention will be really shifted towards the US, the Fed, meeting for the last time, and expectations for them to raise rates once more. I would think that the market had largely priced in the expectation for the final rate hike this year, but over and above that, I think the summary of economic projection is one the market was anticipating some upside surprises, and that itself could certainly be one to help the dollar index further in its recovery. But having said that, we do know that next week is going to pack quite a number of data as well. From the US, we have consumer prices index, industrial production and retail sales splattered across the week. So keep a close eye on those items as well. Moving to Thursday's session, the Bank of England, ECB, we're not expecting too much changes over there, but comments from central bankers remain ones to guide market. And moving back here towards the Asian region, what are some of the key items that we want to focus upon? Because we know over the weekend China is going to produce their consumer price and producer price index, and with what we have seen with copper prices of late, I think the PPI number is going to be one that the market will follow rather closely, and Monday will probably be one to price in any of these surprises that is to come. So keep a close eye on that item. But over the week we have other items including fixed asset investment, industrial production and retail sales number from China as well on that very packed Thursday. So keep a close eye for Asian market movements through these number of data. And of course into Friday, Japan's Tankan number for Q4 will be out. The market's median consensus currently sits at 24, up from 22 in the third quarter, and I think that's really going to be one that bodes well for both dollar yen upsides and also upsides for the Japanese market, including your Nikkei 225. So keep a close eye on all the items that I mentioned. It's going to be a packed week ahead.